Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. So, let's take a quick survey of our war situation before we begin. Iberia has 5 armies. The Royal Guard, which is the largest, which is sitting defending our holdings over here in northern, I'm not going to say Germany, but, you know, the northern German zone. The Iberian Expeditionary Force, which is here fighting the good fight alongside our allies, the French, trying to get a hold of Alsace-Lorraine, which we have no occupation of, strangely enough. We're definitely going to win this battle, though, and it's a large one, so we'll see if that changes that. Then we got 3 additional armies. The Territorial Army, which is here in southern Germany, protecting or trying to get Württemberg. Then we have the Coastal Defense Force, which is on its way to Morocco to defend against a naval invasion. And then finally you have the Interior Defense Force, which is over here in the Baltic United Provinces, trying to stop up the rebellion there, and it'll be available again pretty soon. Still continuing to increase conscription. And I may, in fact, do the same with our other armies. I think the Royal Guard... Well, no, we got a lot of manpower still flowing into the Royal Guard, so we'll leave them as it is. And the Expeditionary Force is here. They're pretty much maxed out, but I think I actually need to increase the size of our navy because I'm going to need to do some naval invasions. And actually, I think the way we're going to play it is we're going to create ourselves a new navy. We're going to base it in Iberia, obviously. Let's get some leaders. It's all Catholic Church all the time. This person is a master bureaucrat and an aesthete, so he seems fine. Petit bourgeois guy, he's brave and a dockyard organizer. He seems good. Alright. Next, let's get ourselves some scout cruisers and ironclads. We'll do... Let me see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then... I think we'll do 5, 5, and 5. That's 21, and then we'll do 9 ironclads, and we'll build those in Navarra. And we'll do 10. It'll be 31, it'll be fine. I'm going to throw that at the top of the queue, and we're going to build those buildings. Now, what this is going to do for us is it's going to give us naval invasion capacity, and the reason we need that is because we're at war with Britain, and Britain, though it doesn't have any war support, actually has war support protection. And in order to lose that war support protection, we need to take 3 places. Rwanda, which is here, which the French are already pushing towards. Zulu, which is here. And Australia, which is here. And we need to have a navy to take over those areas. So, I'm going to quickly unpause construction. We'll get those naval bases built as fast as we can. And then we'll have ourselves another fleet, and we'll see how things go. Alright. You get any occupation in this battle? I sure to heck hope so. Huge battle like this, I sure to heck hope so. Nice. Ooh, we got the whole province. Okay, maybe province occupation just hadn't loaded yet. Or maybe we're going to get entire provinces back now, which would be nice. I would love to be moving forward in the North German Federation. War is about to kick off here with the Baltic Reactionary Revolt. 2 arms. And we'll just see how things go with that. Russia is improving relations. That's an interesting situation. I'm going to quickly ignore all of these other diplomatic plays happening in other locations. So this is Mesquitia. I can be neutral on that. This is... That other one was, I think, Damapur, and I was neutral on that. This is Chitral. Neutral on that. This is Bukhara, which we can be neutral on. And then finally this... Oh. I one changed icons for a second there. This one is Jaisalmer, and I can be neutral on this. And then I can just happily not get myself involved in any of that nonsense. My army is on its way here. It looks like they may have called off... No, they're still targeting that area with a naval invasion. There's the revolt in Mexico. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Invasion's currently stalled because we're defending with our fleet, but we may not be able to defend with our fleet much longer. We'll see. The enemy is coming in this way. So I think I actually need to move this army over here and hope that my fleet can handle it. Nationalist opera. The performance of an opera with nationalist revolutionary themes at an upcoming festival is being openly associated with the Japanese secession movement by its proponents. Monday the 23rd, fireworks. Tuesday the 24th, illuminations. Wednesday the 25th, revolution. Cancel the fireworks. Extra Japanese pops become more radical. Cancel the illuminations. Reduce civil war progress but costs us bureaucracy and radicalizes a bunch of pops. Or cancel the revolution. Reduce authority. Reduce civil war progress. I'm going to go with the third one. That's going to cost us a pile of authority. Let's go ahead and cut our consumption tax on clothes. It's not going to be great for our finances, but it is going to hopefully give us a little spike in standard of living. Alright, so that means we're probably going to be sending the Interior Defense Force to do those invasions. Naval invasion in Fez, okay. Well, hopefully we'll be able to defend against both. Let's see if we can get Britain moving back the other way. We sure can. Alright, and this army is continuing to increase in size. I'm going to go ahead and pause government construction again, because I don't want to be spending the money right now. Again, this number I'm feeling very confident about. Nordestino mass immigration, excellent. Again, I feel very confident about my overall ability to invade Germany. I just need to make sure that Britain doesn't get the better of me. And the reason I'm defending Morocco so hard is this. France needs to keep Morocco as part of its war goals in order to keep its war support protection. Now, I am also holding war support protection because I'm defending this northern territory here. And as long as I can hold that, Germany cannot win against us over here. Alright. The Japanese secession movement is at 100% activism, so they will turn into a... so they will launch eventually, but hopefully we won't have that much of a problem. We're dealing with that. I think in the meantime... Ugh, this one's getting a little difficult, but we've got push forward here. The procession of provocations. That's Fez, that's in Morocco, and that one's Marrakesh, that's also in Morocco. Dissidents in Iberian Kanto have announced plans for a major march around government offices in the near future. While they profess peaceful intentions and claim everyone will be unarmed, the march itself will obviously serve as a rallying point for those unhappy with the government. Stop that march by any means necessary. 33% chance of more radical pops, way more radical pops, and move civil war forward, or less radical pops and move it backward, or let the procession go ahead. 5% radical pops for sure, 50% chance civil war progress goes up or down. I'm going to let it go ahead. Hey! It kind of worked. Alright, how is Mexico doing? Mexico seems like they're doing actually pretty okay. I don't think I'm going to need to send an army there. I may end up doing it, but for now, we'll just continue on as we're doing. Are we moving forward over here? Gosh. Oh, that's morale. Okay, Baden has been successfully pieced out by the enemy. That's bad for us. But we are pushing forward over here. Solista mass immigration. How's... Okay, both of these naval invasions are stalled at present, so that's good. Pleased with that. We are moving forward here, and we should be moving forward here. The Iberian Kanto cyclone. A cyclone has hit the state of Iberian Kanto from the sea, tearing through homes and people alike. It destroyed our home and wrecked my fishing boat. My family might be safe, but how am I going to feed them? A tragedy, but what can be done? 20% devastation, or we should put some money into relief, 10% devastation. I just gotta take the 20%. They're seceding. I'm not going to put a bunch of money into recovering that territory. Alright. Keeping an eye on Mexico. Alright, Mexico seems like it's doing actually just fine. This front should be secure once this army arrives, and indeed it looks like it is. Don't pay any attention to the other front getting worse. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We are doing pretty well in the north here. I am extremely short on manpower. And there's the Japanese uprising popping off. Alright, so I think we're going to move this army over to defense for the time being, because this force comparison looks really rough. And again, we're going to see if we can push forward here, where our force comparison looks rock solid. We're still moving forward here. And do I increase the size of the Royal Guard again? I think maybe I actually do. I think I gotta. So let's do 3 more. And there's 5, 4, and 1 more. 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's an additional 15, and then we'll throw an additional 10 battalions in here. I'm just rounding off numbers which are a little bit funny. Is that smart? Did I goof myself? I don't think I goofed myself, but let's throw in a few more infantry just to be sure. All my numbers are looking nice and round. Good. 5 more in Castile should be fine. Alright. Hell on earth. Workers at the rubber plantations in Iberia and Guyana, You've seen this before. The perpetrators will pay for their crimes. Alright. Alright, war progress is being made over here. Good progress is being made in Mexico, I'm hoping. I think I may need to send an army there, actually. Baltic reactionary revolt is in default. That's very good. This new fleet is going to need to go to Japan to deal with this situation. And there's the Dreadnought. Should have waited to make the new fleet until that was researched already, but whatever. Alright, Baluchistan wants to give us investment rights. No, thank you. Technology. I've been doing society. Have I been doing society? Not sure. No, I just did Dreadnought and military. Let's knock out let's knock out war propaganda. That seems like a good thing to get right now. Then we'll do the destroyer, and then I think after that, that'll be the end of the tier 4s. So then we'll knock out NCO training and the battleship, and then that'll be a very rock solid set. I actually don't. It doesn't look like I'm going to need to send any armies to Mexico because it looks like the Mexican revolt is totally borked on war support. So we should be able to do that just fine. It looks like these fronts have merged. I'm going to move. I think the territorial army is going to be our force that's going to handle the street side standoff. Troops in the Japanese uprising have reported more and more confrontations with belligerent mobs. Fighting will likely break out soon if nothing is ordered. There's only 2 ways. This is a revolt thing. This is a Civil War progress thing. I'm gonna go with this. This shouldn't happen. This event shouldn't happen while there's already a revolt happening. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click that button and hope that sorts itself out. Oh my gosh, there's one in Asseh as well. Gosh darn it. My empire has really picked just the worst time to have all of these problems. Alright, so there's Mexico sorted out. So scratch that. I'm going to send the... You see, this is the Interior Defense Force. They're going to... over there. Coastal Defense Force, no. Okay, they're on their way to continue the battle against Tripoli, who apparently is part of this conflict. Where's my other army? Well, the territorial army is already here. They're still really borked in manpower, so we're going to send them to Assad. Morocco's in default. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. Can't do anything about that. Iberian Royal Armada seems to be doing rock solid in manpower, and we're winning battles there, so I'm pretty okay with the way that's going. So this is our other force. Yes, okay, here we go. The Interior Defense Force is doing much better on manpower. They're going to handle Japan. Or the Japanese uprising, really. And then we'll have them circle back to invade some of these other areas, particularly Australia. Ooh, Australia has actually... Oh, not a great army there, though. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! The Empress has died. Long live the Empress. Alright, so the new Emperor is Alfonso de Borbon. He is a traditionalist. The heir apparent is Juan Carlos de Borbon. He is very small. And Alfonso de Borbon is quite aged. So we're going to see how things go with him. He's overall pretty good, and he's giving us a little bit of extra authority to play with. Can I throw another consumption tax in there that will be of any reasonable use? Actually, an opium consumption tax will be of use. So let's go ahead and throw that in. We'll do it. This is a very costly war, but I'm confident in our ability to win it. Alright, let's increase the game speed here. We are pushing our way into Tripolitania, so that's going well. Is Tripolitania part of Britain's war support protection conditions? Oh boy. We're really chugging while the news... Alright, Bavarian Rata Republic is... Alright, so North Germany got all of these territories. They will lose it if we cut them down to size. There's the revolt in Japan. So, Interior Defense Force. You land there. Oh, this is British territory. I'm like, what is that? The second Iberian fleet, we're going to lose some efficiency, but that's completely fine. I don't need to concern myself with that right now. Again, we are pushing into Germany. So what kind of war support protection do they have? The cut down to size, I think that means we need to hold the capital or some pretty solid amount of the country. Again, if we can continue to move forward in the south, we can achieve that without having a problem. Well done, Mexico. You did a good job. I'm feeling very pleased about you overall. And there's a new mandate. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and throw on Advanced Research 3. Again, this is going to increase... this is going to increase maximum innovation investment, which is huge. And it's going to provide that on a level-by-level basis. And what that means is that our max innovation is 198 right now, which is absolutely huge. As predicted, reducing the consumption tax on clothes spiked standard of living. Let's see if that keeps going. We got a lot of fronts over here. I'm really hoping the French are able to successfully handle that, because I do not have additional armies to devote to handling the situation. New neighbors, new grudges. A minority group of Solista people has already settled in the state of Catalonia, seeking a better... as recently settled in the state of Catalonia, seeking a better future. However, the local Portuguese elites are stirring up resentment, claiming the Solista newcomers will destroy their traditional way of life. They don't belong here. Our Portuguese customs, our way of life, they'll be lost if we let the Solista settle, claimed a prominent landowner, his words echoing in the taverns and markets of Barcelona. The newcomers, hopeful but weary, whispered of opportunity, but face closed doors and hostile stares. I'm going to say foster harmony. It's going to add some radicals, but it's also going to potentially... It's got a high chance of increasing their standard of living and whatnot. Alright, so we got our fleet here. And the army is almost here. Army manpower is okay. How is the manpower of the territorial army? It's increasing. Alright, so this should be pretty quick, and then we can use the territorial army to handle other fronts. We are doing very well in the front of Tripolitania. So hopefully we can piece Tripolitania out of the... Or no, because they're a subject. But, yeah, I don't know. Did I just handle a sec completely immediately? It turns out I did. Beautiful. Alright, so we're going to put this army over here, since apparently the French did not competently handle this situation one single solitary bit. And now the front in Africa is Robert Borcht. Over here, things are going well. That shouldn't take too long to handle that. French are pushing forward in Tripolitania. Very good. We are continuing to push forward in... That's still Morocco. In Germany, are we not? Does appear that we are. The Iberian Expeditionary Force needs more manpower, though. So, unfortunately, I am going to need to throw... I think we'll do 10, 20, 30. And then for artillery, we'll do 5, 10, 15. And again, this is going to continue to increase costs, but it's the nature of the beast. It's what's got to be done. Again, if I can merge these fronts, I'll have a much better sense of how we're doing. Those numbers feel like they should be going better, but it is what it is, what it is, what it is. How is the invasion in Japan? 26% progress. Alright, I'm feeling reasonably good about that. So once we finish that, I think we tackle Australia. They're in the middle of another war, actually. So we might be able to get what we need to get. Now, does Japan have war support protection? It does. Or the Japanese uprising. They sure do. So, let me see. The enemy's doing a lot of naval invasions here, but I'm hoping we can continue to hold them. I'm a little bit surprised that this front doing so well does not actually seem to be getting us what we need here. But here's hoping. Oh my goodness, loading this page is really, really putting the hurt on my computer. I gotta not load that too much. Alright. Alright, now our forces are successfully defending here. I think I'm going to maybe put these units on defense for now. Just while that army builds manpower back up. We finished out Tripolitania, so where's my other force? They've gone over here. Alright. Coastal Defense Force, I think I need you. Closing out fronts in Africa. Unless... Yeah, I think we need to close out fronts in Africa. There's too many fronts over there. Alright. Force comparison here is still looking pretty okay. We're okay on manpower, we're okay on morale. Our manpower is getting better here. Well, our force comparison is getting here in northern Germany. Is getting better there in northern Germany. Oh, gosh darn it. They opened a new front in Africa. Alright, Coastal Defense Force. Get over there and handle it. Alright, so there's that. Now next... Hello. Peace deal. North German war reparations. Return Inner Morocco. But what I want is to cut Germany down to size. Do I think I can achieve that? France has war support protection as long as we hold Alsace-Lorraine. I have war support protection as long as we hold Elbe. So, I think our chances of achieving, of winning overall are actually pretty good. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have clicked that screen. So I think I'm actually gonna stay in reject mode here. because cutting Germany down to size seems effective. Right now, Interior Defense Force needs to invade Australia. We have starvation where? Alright, hold on. Where in Iberia do we have starvation? Content. Well, I'm not... Oh, I guess I am technically holding Kanto at this time. I don't need a 6th Iberian army. My priority for Kanto's priority level is at rock bottom right now. Alright, so with this force showing up here, I'm hoping I'll be able to seize back this territory, get moving forward, and clear out this British ownership here. And we are indeed quickly winning battles here. So that should be sorting itself out soon, but is it? Yep. It sorted itself out. Beautiful. Alright, now, Coastal Defense Force. Yeah, we'll send you to the secondary front in the north. And Germany. Hopefully France puts an army there, because I definitely am not going to back off the Iberian Expeditionary Force. Hopefully France puts an army there. Hopefully France puts an army there. Germany's got an army on the way. Again, they've decided to split this thing up. Alright, well, France has put some units there. Alright, and my 27 Battalion Army is on their way. Alright, beautiful. So, hey! Where are you going? You... What happened? If I lose this due to them just leaving the front for no reason, I'm going to be furious. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. It's just due to front drift. That's all it is. They'll be back very soon, and that will be well. How's the invasion of Australia going? Okay, there's a new peace deal being proposed. White peace. No consequences. How many people have died in this war? I'm going to let this page load again. How many deaths? How many deaths? 1 million on the German side, 500,000 Brits, 250,000 Germans, and double that wounded. On our side, about 1/3 Iberians dead, and about closing in on 300 million French, and again about double those numbers wounded. For nothing. I really want to cut Germany down to size. I think I can. I think I have the ability to do it. Their occupation of these territories is meager, and I'll be back there soon. I think I'm going to keep fighting. I think I'm going to keep fighting, friends. We don't have any naval invasion progress here right now, but again, Australia's going to have to fight Uluru at the same time. And that might pull them straight out of the war anyway. And we're successfully defending this southern part of the front. Or at least it seems like we're being successful. Alright, force comparison here is doing better. Very good. I'm gonna swap the Royal Guard over to advance. Oh my gosh, North Germany is getting involved in a diplomatic play in Scandinavia against a reactionary revolt. Wow. France is still fighting in Africa. We are losing this naval invasion, however. What if we naval invade Zulu instead? Let me grab this army just to make sure that I'm invading with the right army. Well, I can't because they're engaged in battle. Alright, well that battle finished. Alright, we'll see if we can get in there. Open us a second front in Africa. Because again, all our force comparisons are actually looking good in Germany proper. And if we can get a hold of the amount of territory that we need in order to... And we do have solid occupation in these territories. Again, if we can cut them down to size, if we can get rid of their war support protection, I think we can win-win. Because I don't think Germany... I don't think France actually cares. Or rather, I don't think Britain actually cares whether Germany loses everything it's taken in the past, few years. I think it's 10 years is what cut down to size does. And if we can enforce a cut down to size, CB, that really, really weakens Germany to an extreme degree. And it looks like we are winning battles in these territories. Well, not this one, but we're winning this one. And we've got good solid occupation over here if we can get full occupation. And again, we're continuing to push forward over here. This force comparison is really rock solid. We can get a hold of more territory. We can win this. I think I need to spend some time building up ports, however, because my economy is starting to really, really suffer. And it's due to convoy raiding. So we're going to be port maxing from here. Alright, and unfortunately that's going to cost me a pile of money, but it is what it is. Beautiful. There's a successful push. We're in Brandenburg pushing forward. Hey! Film. Excellent. We are in Brandenburg pushing forward. So, if we can get our hold of Brandenburg, we can get our cut down to size, CB, and that'll be fine. Little by little. We've seen this event before. We shall make Iberians of them yet. Sorry, I know we want to see the events, but I'm focusing on the war. They still want white peace, but I still think we can win. Oh my goodness. I'm having an uprising in Dainam. You know what? It doesn't matter. If I lose Cambodia, it won't be the end of the world. Again, we've got a little bit of occupation of Brandenburg, and if we can get occupation of Brandenburg maxed out, that's their capital. They lose war support protection, and then it's a whole different ball game. Obviously, my convoy situation is Robert porked, and that is going to be making my subjects very, very high in liberty desire on account of they're not part of our market properly. Oh my goodness. Pebrine outbreak in eastern Andalusia. The ongoing pebrine outbreak has spread to the silk plantations in eastern Andalusia. The rapid spread of the disease throughout Iberian silkworm farms is presenting more and more danger to the silk industry. The first round of eggs that had hatched this week had a slightly elevated rate of mortality, which had partially inoculated those charged with watching over their invertebrate flock. It had not, however, prepared them for the next one. Where before high-grade silk was spun, now withered brown-spotted larvae struggled in their cells on an inevitable track to eternal stillness. Disease will burn itself out in time, I hope. Alright, fronts have shifted. I need you... You're going over there. And you're going where? To this front. Alright, that's fine. So, now that Germany does not have war support protection, I made the mistake of shifting over to this screen once again. I keep doing this. I don't know why I keep doing it. They are losing war support at a rate of 9 per week. So as long as we can hold Brandenburg, this war is ours. Alright, beautiful. And both of those fronts seem rock solid. And you're still defending that front. So this should be it. I've taken back that front once again. I'm going to put this army back on pillage, back on advance, and send them over here. I'm going to do that same trick I pulled earlier. Obviously, they're going to go the long way around, but I'm hoping they're not able to accomplish that. We got defenders over here. But again... Alright. Hold on. This is my computer, not yours. Okay, hold on. So, they want to unify with Hanover and then suffer... No. No, no. Germany, you're losing this war. You're losing, you're getting cut down to size. That's what we've decided, and it is what is happening. Johor wants an embassy? Absolutely. Because then we'll just be fighting the British. Then I would be happy to white peace. But right now, I want to win. I've sacrificed too many lives not to win. And a lot of money. Jesus, that's a lot of money. I'm building a lot of ports. This might be a mistake. Hey, there's war propaganda. That increases my conscriptable battalions, which could at least potentially matter a lot. A Baja California Chihuahua front. Oh my gosh, there's another uprising in Mexico. This war's gone on so long it's lasted for 2 uprisings in Mexico. Excellent, so good at video games. Egypt sides with Ethiopia, alright. And Germany should be capitulating very soon. There's the uprising in Cambodia. Beautiful. And I got my war reparations. Alright, so there is a tiny front here. We'll send the Royal Guard. Yeah, they're on their way. So now... And now a peace deal has been concluded. Alright, so that means... Now we just have our secondary wars to deal with. So right away, I'm going to demobilize the Royal Guard. And I'm going to demobilize the Iberian Expeditionary Force. I'm going to put our other armies, one in Mexico, and one in Dai Nam. Oh my goodness, this was in a Cambodian uprising in Dai Nam. Well, that was a mistake. Somehow we got a 6th Iberian army again. You know what? You're nearby. We'll put you on the front, just to slow things down. Obviously, costs are going to stay high for a bit, but we're going to see. How much are we paying in interest? Oh, only 20k. That should be fine. That's not a deal breaker. Alright, we're going to need to reclaim some freaking... Some of the... We got to deal with this pebrine epidemic. Alright. Currently we have 2 states that have pebrine. Catalonia... I thought Catalonia had pebrine. Does Catalonia not have silk farms? Silk plantations? It doesn't. Where were the silk plantations? Okay, there's a smarter way to do this. In buildings... I have some silk plantations. And where are they? They're below the mines. Valencia and Eastern Andalusia and Kanto. Okay. Valencia, Eastern Andalusia, and Kanto. So, Valencia... Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've been here. Valencia. Yes, you have pebrine. Eastern Andalusia, you have pebrine. Does Kanto have pebrine? thought they did. They do. But Iberian epidemic only cares about core states. So, we need to encourage agriculture. And that's going to cost 100 authority. So I need to reclaim about 150 authority. And I think the tax on furniture will pretty much get us there. We'll remove the one on coffee as well, and that'll get us enough. Alright, so political lens, decrees, encourage agriculture, Eastern Andalusia and Valencia. Alright. And that should solve our Iberian problem before too long. And obviously we're slowly fixing our convoy situation. I'm going to pause construction again just to keep our government finances okay. Got the Interior Defense Force sitting over here. Again, it seems like these armies, it seems like their conscripts are a little bit bugged because, like, the Territorial Army has its conscripts raised, and they're just none of them feeding into the Territorial Army itself. Which is not the way that's supposed to go. I'm going to put this army on defense for the time being. This one, too. Because I want to wear down the uprising. Forced comparison here is good enough that I'm not worried. In fact, we'll go ahead and send the Interior Defense Force over this way to deal with that other front for the time being. Oh my gosh, and now Germany is getting into a war with Russia. Russia and China! Oh my goodness. Germany, you mad lads. Oh my goodness. Okay, so how did this happen? They still got their... I see. Okay, so I see. So here's how it works. The cut down to size casus belli only targets gains that are from the beginning of the war, not from gains that are taken during the war. So they still got to unify with this territory here. Devout scandal. It was revealed that Santiago Nunes of the Catholic Church, it doesn't say Nunez, it says Nunes, has been having a secret affair with a member of the clergy. His resignation is being demanded. Do I like this guy? He's a Democrat. The very fact that this sneaky bastard thought he could get away with such a gross misuse of his power shows everything wrong with the leadership of the Catholic Church. Force him to step down, or ignore it. Force him to step down. What do we get in his place? An authoritarian. Well, that's not what I was hoping for. This guy's also an authoritarian. There's too many authoritarians over there. I made a mistake. I have completed a great error. Oil in Albania, very nice. Alright, we're winning in Mexico. And we've got an army on its way over here. Now, hopefully, before too long, military costs should go down because we're no longer going to be paying for the military goods from the armies we demobilized. Second Iberian Fleet, why don't you come back to Iberia? The synthetic solution. A group representing the industrialists has requested state investment in developing a process to create synthetic silk as an alternative to the Iberian-racked silkworm industry. And in the case that the cause for the malady is not found before our entire industry is upended, I ask you to at least consider it. One day we will be able to produce whatever we wish from a chemical still, and we should not abandon the opportunity to begin a course with all due haste. A worthy investment in this time of crisis makes them happy, gets us a bunch of progress on art silk, or will not threaten our silk industry further. What's the progress on art silk looking like right now? Do we have some progress on art silk? We do. You know what? It's worth it. It's not that much money overall. We've done it once and we'll do it again. Alright, we got a new army coming in. We'll set these other armies to advance. Because Because this force comparison looks better and we are winning. Beautiful. Alright, and that means our army should be coming over from Mexico as well. There's the destroyer, not something that actually ever really pans out. Pretty sad that the Uluruan uprising is losing, as those of you who've been watching this channel for a long time will no doubt be aware, Uluru is my tiny guy. Now let's go ahead and unpause construction, and we'll see how that affects our finances. It looks like Prussia is somehow actually winning against Russia and China, which is shocking. I'm genuinely quite surprised. Oh no, China's on Russia's side. Or China's on Prussia's side, not Russia's. That's bananas. I had no idea. Well, that'll do it. They do seem to be pushing forward. Well, that's suboptimal. Aid for silkworm farmers. The laborers of the silk plantations in eastern Andalusia have been affected significantly by the loss of their silkworms to papering. They petitioned to the government for financial assistance to replace lost wages. The man becomes great exactly in the degree in which he works for the welfare of his fellow man. Who are we to deny them? Extra welfare payments, more loyalists, or they can find alternative employment soon enough, more radicals, reduced standard of living. Who are we to deny them? Extra welfare payments, absolutely. That's exactly what we need. Oh my gosh, this episode has gone on so long. That is way more than we have time for, my nerds. I have had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you on the other side.